Hi Pisces, this is your September 27th through October 3rd weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, subscribe, and donate to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Fool clarified by the Page of Wands. We have the Moon. We have the Sun clarified by the Two of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Wands with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. And we also have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. I'm pretty sure you're dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. If it's not a fire sign, then this person is really fired up, really passionate. This is somebody who is easy to get up and go, and they're very adventurous as well, right? So, yeah. That's the person you're dealing with. And I'm talking about the Knight of Wands right now, the first card in the potential outcome, right? That's the person coming in. This is one of the happiest readings for this whole week out of all zodiac signs, Pisces. And I'm not over-exaggerating. And it feels kind of childish, to be honest with you, not in a negative way, in a very positive way. I'm not saying it's immature. I'm saying it's very childish. It'll feel like you're a kid again. Perhaps I'm connecting with a very young Pisces here. But you could be young at heart. It doesn't really matter. This is one of the happiest spreads. One of the happiest readings. So you're jumping in head first, and you will have zero regrets about it, and it looks like it's going to work out. So the first card that came out is the Fool, and it's clarified by the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, this is this Knight of Wands reaching out to you, right? And it could start off on a lighthearted energy with the Page of Wands, because it could start on a casual note, or it's like the two of you are just hanging out, the two of you having lots of fun, and then love happens, right? So the Page of Wands, this is them reaching out to you, asking you out, doing a lot of fun stuff together. The Fool, the Page of Wands is clarifying, I think this is your energy. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's give it a shot. I'm not doing anything. I'm tired of sitting at home. Let's just see where it takes us, right? So with the Fool card, this is you taking a leap of faith, jumping in head first, right? The next card over is the Moon. That is your personal card, Pisces, right? So it's always a good sign to have your own card in your own reading. That means you're the one in charge, and I think this is you making a cautious decision to move forward with this person, right? The next card over is the Sun, and it's clarified by the Two of Cups. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's also about joy. It's also about success. It's also about clarity. So you'll be crystal clear that you want this, right? You're doing it yourself. And the Two of Cups clarifying the Sun. I don't usually clarify the Sun, but I was just wondering, because I didn't want to clarify the Moon. That's you. I clarified the Fool, so I had to clarify something, right? So I clarified the Sun, and the Two of Cups came out. The Two of Cups is a soulmate card. This is a card of unconditional love. This is a card of two people being in love and being on the same page. So that's what you're really happy about. You're really happy about this love connection, right? So in the potential outcome, we have that Knight of Wands with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. The Knight of Wands is the person coming in. That's that Page of Wands, the first card on the left. That's the message from the Knight of Wands. It could be a very young fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It could be somebody who is also young at heart, or they're just very fiery, very passionate. Somebody who is very adventurous, very enthusiastic type of person. Speaking of enthusiasm, the next card over is the 6 of Wands, right? So we got the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands, this is a card of victory. This is a card of success. This is a card of feeling great, right? So again, very lighthearted. I think it'll be an instant connection. You will like this person right away. And that's why you're jumping in head first. But then you'll realize you haven't made a mistake. It's quite the opposite. You will feel like you made the right choice. You made the right decision by just following this person's lead, right? And they'll lead you to marriage. The last card that came out is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages. It's a family card because we got a couple of adults and also a couple of kids on the 10 of Cups jumping around, right? And the 10 of Cups is often called the happily ever after card. Speaking of happily ever after, the Empress on the bottom of the deck Every once in a while, the Empress comes through as somebody who is expecting a baby, right? So like I said, a family, a full-blown family could be on the horizon for you. And the Empress is the way they will see you at some point in the future. They will see you as somebody whom they don't just want to play around, fool around. They will see you as somebody they want to spend the rest of their life with, right? The Empress does come through often as the future wife or the future significant other figure. And besides that, the Empress is just abundance in its purest form. And in my spreads, the Empress always shows up as a sign from above or a stamp of approval, so to speak, for something to move forward. In this case, for the two of you to move forward. So yeah, Pisces, this is, like I said, one of the happiest readings for this week. And there's definitely a commitment on the horizon for you. It will feel easy. It will feel so easy to be with this person. And there's definitely a happy commitment on the horizon. All right, really happy for you, Pisces. Congratulations. Pisces, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Four of Cups, we have Strength, we have the Knight of Swords clarified by the Ten of Swords, and we also have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Leo or an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This spread can be interpreted in so many different ways, but one of them stands out, and that's the one I'm going to interpret. Like I said, so many different ways, but here's what we have. Somebody here, most likely you will find strength within yourself to hold back and not start a fight. All of that is because of love between you and your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your significant other. That's what's going to prevail here. Love is going to win, right? I don't know why you would feel like starting a fight at some point during the week. Perhaps they will piss you off, or certain circumstances will sort of lead to starting a fight, but I think at the very last moment you will be able to hold yourself back, because you will remember how much you love them and how much they love you. Alright, so speaking of love, the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right, this is a soulmate card, and it's one of the best cards when it comes to love. Right, so this is the two of you in love with each other. The first card that came out is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card of a rejection, and then we also have Strength right next to it. Strength could be a Leo you're dealing with, but I think, as I was saying, Strength, this is you holding back. This is you rejecting this desire, I guess, to start a fight. The next card over is the Knight of Swords, and it's clarified by the Ten of Swords. The Knight of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but what not many people know is that the Knight of Swords, out of all four knights, is the knight that tends to get into a fight, that tends to start a fight. The Knight of Swords could play out as aggression, right? Because if you take a closer look at the Knight of Swords right there, this person is charging ahead. They're actually galloping ahead. They've got their sword out. They're ready to strike, right? So they're basically attacking someone. And like I said, the Knight of Swords could play out as aggression. But the Knight of Swords is also clarified by the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a card of an abrupt ending, so I think you'll be able to stop yourself at the last second with that Ten of Swords. So you'll basically suppress that feeling, or you will let this fury out in some other way. You're not going to take it out on your person. All of that is because of love. So like I said, this could be interpreted in so many ways, but this is the way I feel it's going to play out. Alright? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Pisces, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also, keep in mind, we're in Mercury retrograde, and this is when more excess than usual could resurface. So we have the Magician clarified by the Judgment and the Eight of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups, and we also have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that is not you. I don't think that's the person coming back from the past. But the Queen of Swords is another person, right? So this person could fit into this equation in several different ways. It's possible that this ex left you for this person, or they are running away from this person so they could be back together with you. Something among those lines. Or this person is dealing with more than one person concurrently, and you're just one of them, and the Queen of Swords is the other person. Right? The Queen of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Queen of Cups right next to the deck, that is you, Pisces. Right? So the Magician, the first card that came out, which is clarified by Judgment, and the Eight of Wands, that's the person coming back. The Seven of Swords right next to the Magician, this is their description. The Seven of Swords is a card of a cheater. This is a card of somebody who's up to no good, somebody who is a thief, somebody who sneaks around. The Magician is not a bad card in general unless it is either clarified by or surrounded by particular cards, and the Seven of Swords is one of those particular cards. In this case, the Magician is a trickster, the Magician is an illusionist, right? So they'll make up all kinds of stories when they come back to you. Or, like I said, they're dealing with more than one person concurrently, and the Queen of Swords is one of them. The Magician is clarified by Judgment and the Eight of Wands. Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past, and the Eight of Wands is a card of communication. So expect to hear back from this type of person. Perhaps you are already aware of who I'm talking about, but whoever this person is coming back from the past, hopefully now you know what kind of character they are, what type of individual they represent as themselves, right? So I would be very careful with them if I were you, Pisces. I should just keep that in mind. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Pisces, this week. We have the Four of Wands, we have the Sun, we have the Ace of Swords, and we also have the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is another great spread. Kind of similar to the new love spread I did for you, but this is about work, business, and finances. So this spread is about some sort of a victory or recognition, or you could be starting a new job and you're winning at that, right? So perhaps they chose you out of many different candidates. So yeah, this is a great spread. The Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right, this is a card of victory. This is a card of success. This is a card of recognition. Some of you could be chosen to start a new project at work, and the only chosen ones could be the ones doing it. All of that because they believe you are the only one who can get it done. You've got everything you need for that, and you'll feel great about that. Right? The Four of Wands, the first card that came out, this is a card of a happy workplace environment or business place environment, right? So if you are already employed, then you'll be happy at work, or this is your new workplace if you're just getting hired right now. The Sun in the middle is the happiest card in the deck. So whatever is going on, whatever is happening, you'll definitely be happy. The Ace of Swords right next to the deck, this is a brand new beginning. Yeah, a brand new beginning if you're being chosen for a new job or if you're being chosen to work on something. All of that is because you're the best, Pisces. No, seriously, with the Six of Wands, this is definitely a card of success, recognition, and just being chosen for something great. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Pisces. We have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Seven of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords, and we also have the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This looks almost exactly like the X spread I did for you a few minutes ago. The Queen of Swords is back. This is a different deck, by the way. I use different decks for all my spreads. So what you're not expecting is when this person comes back from the past, that cheater, that ex of yours, you're not expecting that they were or they are dealing with multiple people, right? Or that they just left this Queen of Swords. They could be running away from this Queen of Swords. They could be officially still in a relationship with this Queen of Swords, but they're running back to you before they end that relationship. Something along those lines. So if you want, you can replay that X reading and see how many cards we have, the repeat cards, the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords, right? We have the Three of Cups in the middle. The Three of Cups is either a card of a reunion, so they want to, this ex, this cheater wants to reunite with you, with the Queen of Swords still being around, or the Three of Cups is a card of a third-party situation, right? So either way, there's definitely too many cooks in this kitchen. The Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right, this is a card of somebody coming back from the past, and the Eight of Wands, the first card that came out, which is clarified by that cheater card, the Eight of Wands is a card of communication. So basically, this is what you're not expecting. You're not expecting the situation I described in the X spread, right? So just beware of that. All right, so that's what I got for you, Pisces, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Don't forget to check out my other videos on this channel. And other than that, Pisces, please try to have an amazing week. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.